Hello and welcome, lovers. This is Love Dr. Pamela Smith. Thank you for joining me as we talk about another way to help you get solutions and strategies to finding love, getting love, and keeping or just enhancing the love that you already have. So thank you for joining me and being a part of the Love Dr. Pamela Smith show. Now, as you see, my topic is about they've left. So it's time to let go. Now, I'm talking about this conversation is because in order for me to help you know how to find love, you have to know in order to go to that next level. What did I talk about before? You have to be ready to move on. You have to let people go. Okay? You have to know how to be ready for the next mate. But if you're still holding on to someone that is not for you, then you're going to have an issue with meeting the right mate. So let's quickly talk about that and get right into it. So why you still want them? Here are the main reasons most people still want the person they no longer have a great relationship with, or the relationship has ended. You're lonely. You don't want to let them go. You think you're in love. You've lowered your self-esteem for this person, pretty much. You have children, and so you feel that you need to stay in that relationship. You're not sure you want to really end it, so you stay, and then you want to continue to control them. Or your parents want you to stay in that with them because of reasons. Or you think they're the one. Okay? So, but what happens when you do this and you don't let go and move on? See, what happened, you become obsessed. You become obsessed with this person that you believe is the one. You become obsessed with the person that you think is the mate for you. You pretty much are obsessed with that relationship and don't want to let go. Okay. You also, you don't pay attention. Well, no, you pay less attention. I'll say you pay less attention to your job, to your business, to your children, especially yourself, because you begin to change your whole way of who you are as an individual because you think this person is the mate, and you begin to do things that don't make sense. You just lower your self-esteem, and you get out of control of your emotions because you confuse love and this person with you need to stay. And it could be you do that because you think the sex is great and you may never meet anybody else that's going to have great sex with you. Or you think that this is the one, and so therefore, why go seek anything else because this is the mate for you? Well, I want to give you some quick solutions to letting go and moving on so that you can meet the right mate. The number one thing you've got to do, you've got to stop fantasizing. Stop fantasizing about someone that is no longer interested in you. Stop fantasizing about someone that have no idea that you should be in their life. They don't want that type of relationship. They just want to move on. They don't want the relationship you're seeking. So let it go. Stop fantasizing about it. It's not going to change anything. Because if they wanted you guys would be together and you have a great relationship and everything would be wonderful. Okay? You got to deal with your feelings. You got to deal with the fact that this person doesn't desire me anymore. This person doesn't want me. You have to deal with those feelings and let go. You gotta, whatever you may have done to cause the relationship to end and the person don't want to get back with you, you have to just forgive that situation and move on and say, look, going forward, hopefully I'll meet the person and don't do what I did in that relationship, because you shouldn't. When you get into new relationships, they're supposed to be new what? Situations. You don't take what you had with someone else to the new relationship. Okay? You got to understand the process. To understand the process that we meet people that we believe should be in our lives. And supposedly they come into our life that we hope will be the mate. But sometimes the process is just for us to learn about ourselves, or to learn something that will change our future. And you have to know the difference. And that's what being in relationships are about. So you got to understand that it's just a process in that relationship, and it was a moment. Okay. Then you got to reach out for support. Find your friends or someone that will listen and not judge. So be careful who you tell your pain and your grieving to. Make sure it's someone who don't judge. That's a good friend that understands or that have time. Okay? You gotta know they are not the one. You gotta know they're not the one. And that's one, a lot of people think that when relationships end and they're not the one that ended, they just don't let go because they think they're the one. When in actuality, your right mate, you have a peace and happy relationship. And when it doesn't work, you just have to let go, because that wasn't the mate. Because your true mate finds ways to compromise, find ways to get to know you and your emotions and your feelings, and they try to do their best to fulfill it. But they don't let other people intervene into their relationships, because you have to be mature enough to know the difference. And this is how we get messed up in our relationships. So you got to know that they're not the one. Now, you also got to take all the time you need. And I'm saying this is because I'm about to talk about how to find a mate. But if you're still pondering over somebody that you haven't let go, you're not ready to go and seek a relationship. You're not ready for a mate, because you still dealing with this other person that you haven't let go, and you're not taking the time to get back your emotions back on tack. Because don't nobody want to have somebody come into a new relationship with their drama and their situation, their past, and I got to hear all these situations of what happened and how she hurt me and what she did to me, and I don't appreciate what you can't take that to your next relationship. You have to be ready. Ready is being able to have a connection with someone by having great conversations. That's how you connect. If you're talking about your pains and your hurts in a past relationship, you're going to lose the person that's possibly your mate. So this is why you have to let go before you go to the next level. And that's why I didn't want to talk about that tonight, because I need you to let go of any feelings you have for anybody you have ever wanted. You have to have a clear window. You have to have no one. Like, you can't keep talking and engaging with people that are not your mate and wasting your time because you're trying to fulfill a loneliness, or you need a little sex, or you just need something to do. You're going to block bringing people into your life when you do that. You've got to know how to be ready. And being ready is you have to move everything out your path. And you have to let go of the bad situations that didn't work for you. Because they're bad situations because they didn't work for you. You see? So I hope that the information I just gave you will help you understand, in order for you to meet the mate that's going to make you happy and be the person in your life, you have to let go. You have to let go of those things and those people and those situations. You have to let go. And as soon as you let go, you will meet many. You will meet the one. You will meet a person that will make you happy. That may not be, let's say it may not be your wife, because you may not want to get married. It just will be someone that will feel your happiness, and all that you thought about over there, what you'll look at it and say, wow, I thought that was the mate. And if it is the mate, and here's the catch, because some of you, want to let me know I may be missing. If it is the mate, and if it's you, for the reason that the relationship ended, then you need to fix it. If you know that it's something that you caused that relationship to end, then fix it if you think that's the mate. I'm not telling you to end relationships that don't fulfill your happiness or make you happy. I'm saying don't hang on to something if they have left and moved on, if you're not going to fix it. If they left, let them go. If it's your reason that they left, then fix it if that you think is the mate. But it's just like being married and being in a relationship of marriage. I don't say in relationships and marriage, because there's components to having successful relationships. And any of them break, you've got to fix it. If you're not willing to change and fix a person that you believe is your mate, then you're not supposed to be with them. So let go. Okay? So I hope that information helped you. You've been with the Love Dr. Pamela Smith. Thank you for joining me. Remember, if you're single, be patient. You'll meet the mate that you're seeking. Get ready for the mate that you're seeking. If you're in a relationship, it has to be of peace, joy, and happiness. So I thank you for joining the Love Dr. Pamela Smith show. And we'll be returning another day as we talk more about love, and love.